guys, it's Armor Work with Dear God Nutty May Theater Productions. I am back with another weekly vlog. Well, Corona is still here, right? And I'm tired of her already. Right now, it's only been a few weeks, but I'm ready for her to go somewhere, okay? And it's crazy because you would think like even a cough, you'd be like, oh my God, do I have Rona? Like you freak out and you know it's allergy season too. So you have to just like make sure, you know, it ain't no Rona. So I know for us, we've been staying in the house, we've been cooking more, we've been like obviously we consistently wash our hands. That's just something that we've always done. But for me with this whole corona situation, it has allowed me to change my perspective on certain things. Like I'm never going out to eat again. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Because people are gross. And you see their hygiene and all of this situation. And I watched this video on Facebook about how germs are spreaded. When I tell you, y'all, I was grossed out. I was so grossed out. I'm like, oh my God. Like, is that where germs really come from? So, but anywho, I digress. I'm here to have a conversation about acting. And right in being yourself as an actor. So what a lot of people do, especially like a lot of novice actors, they'll get the script and they'll try to mimic somebody. And you don't need to mimic people. Like that's the worst thing in acting to me, in my opinion, is the mimicking. Like you don't want to imitate and mimic. You want to bring your own interpretation to the stage or to the movie screen or to the TV screen or webisodes, whatever you're doing. You want to bring your authentic true self. One book that I always tell my actors to read, and this is something I'm sharing with you guys. It's a book called The Power of the Actor by Ivana Chubbuck. When I tell you that book, it is thebomb.com. Like the bomb. Like that book is everything to me. Like I utilize that book for everything. It makes actors even better. Because what she does in that book is she breaks down like acting on another level. And if you haven't had any acting experience before, you may have not heard of different like techniques. There's the Stanislavski technique. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. The Meisner technique. It's so many different ones, but I love Ivana Chubbuck. Her technique is so clear, it's so direct, and it's so straight to the point. One thing that she's very passionate about in her book is knowing your objectives. And a lot of people are like, what is an objective? So I'm gonna break it down to you. An objective, it is what is it that your character wants, either in a scene or throughout whatever the play, the movie, whatever like type of format you're in. So like for me, I always talk to my actors when we do our plays, when we sit down and we, actually do the table reading and we, get to the nitty gritty. I always ask them, what is their overall objective? What is it that they ultimately want in this play as the character? So you have to know that. And that goal, it has to be clear, it has to be direct, and it has to be straight to the point. So like the ultimate need. So I'll give an example. When I did Love Changes, when I was Marissa Santiago in Love Changes back in 2016 and 2014 when I did it, my ultimate overall objective was to get married. That was what my character wanted. Like she wanted to get married. And she fought through the whole journey of Love Changes to get married because that's what she wanted. So what is it your ultimate goal? Is it to be loved? Is it to be validated? Is it to have power? Like as an actor, you have to know what your character's driving force is, their ultimate goal, their overall objective. That will allow you to navigate throughout the entire play, movie, film, TV, whatever you're doing, form of art as an actor. It'll allow you to get straight to the point. So, and a lot of actors, they don't know what their objective is, which is why sometimes actors can seem all over the place when they're acting. So, and it's funny. And that's why sometimes you have certain actors, they play the same type of character. There are some actresses that I know, and I'm like, oh, you play the same character over and over. Like, you don't know your objective. So it is good to know, like, because you want to be able to get, so you know how sometimes they say you go from 0 to 10 and it kind of seems unbelievable. You want to be able to get through numbers 1 through 9 in the middle of 0 to 10 so it looks like it makes sense. And I know when I work with my actors, I'm so on it about, okay, what is your objective? What is it that you want in the scene? What is going to be in the way of you getting what you want? So, and keeping that in mind. And I'm very passionate about objectives. But her book, Power of the Actor, ask any new actor, any actor who's been acting forever, I recommend you to read that book. That is a book that I always go to. And if y'all saw my book right now, y'all be like, girl, what is wrong with your book? My actors on my team know, like, they've seen my recent copy of the book, and I already said I was going to buy a new one, but my book is so raggedy because I love that book. Like, it's so on point that, listen, I have my notes right here. Like, I keep everything. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go to it right now because, like, earlier I had rehearsal today. So, yeah. So, but, like, okay, here we go. So this is some things that I've actually shown my team, and I actually created this. So with overall objectives, literally is, and knowing your objective is literally like steps. And this is something I've always gone back to with my team. This right here. So right here is the overall objective in action. And literally what you do, this is you at the start of the play. Where's your starting point? At the top is the ending point. Each step, it represents the scene objective, which is, what is your goal in that scene? To get you from here to here. So this is you climbing, you going right here to your overall objective, going to fulfill your overall objective. And I'm going to be real with you. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose as your character, but you as the actor, don't take it personal if you don't win. You want to go down without a fight. And I know, like, when I did Love Changes in 2016, my character Marissa, she went down without a fight to get what she wanted. Now, did she get what she wanted in the end? I can't tell you because you have to see Love Changes to find out if she did get what she wanted in the end, which is to be married. And I, you know, if you've seen Love Changes, you know if she got what she wanted or whatever the situation was. But knowing your objective is super important as an actor. You don't want to look like you're regurgitating lines, because sometimes people look like that. You want to be realistic. I know for me with Dear Donnie Mae, is so ministry focused, and my current type of work that I do, I call it real life plays. Because at the end of the day, I don't want people to be like, that is not believable when they see my content. So I'm very like, okay, is this realistically gonna happen? And we'll sit down and we'll plan as a team. Like, my actors and I, we're very involved when we, you know, do rehearsals and stuff. And I love rehearsing with my actors. Like, that's my favorite part, I think, because they actually get to discover who they are as actors, and they get to pull on their talents. Another thing as actors is, one piece of advice, this is my other piece of advice for today, because I said I was going to give little nuggets throughout this journey, is basically, do not mix up your world with the actor's world. The character's world, I mean. Because sometimes you may get a character that is very similar to who you are as a person, but it's not you. Okay, and I forgot how I said it, but this is what I always tell my actors. Never judge the character. Because if you judge the character, you will not perform it to its fullest potential. So, again, another example. When I played Marissa Santiago in Love Changes, Marissa was with Donovan for 6 years and still didn't have a ring. Let me tell you something. Miranda ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not staying with nobody for no 6 years and still don't have a wedding ring. That's not Miranda. However, when I was Marissa, I had to understand she had her reasons for staying with this man for 6 years. So, but I couldn't judge Marissa for that. And when I performed Marissa, I had to separate Miranda's beliefs, her values, all that stuff. Marissa was willing to compromise in areas that Miranda is not willing to compromise. So as an actor, you have to separate the two worlds. Like, you cannot marry the two worlds, because it becomes confusing when you do that. And it's funny because like when I actually performed as an actor, when we did Love Changes in 16, um, when I get on the stage, I was always so engaged as Marissa that I forgot I was Miranda at times. Like, it's so funny. My mom she normally sits in the front, and I could hear her laughing, but I knew in that moment that it was not my mom. It was a lady laughing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I separated the two worlds. And my mom would be like, she'll even tell me, like, hey, I didn't even know that was you, because I'm a different person. And you want to separate the two worlds. You want to convince the audience, the viewer, that you are not yourself. Like, you want your family and friends to even be fooled. I know I have an actress now, when she did Love Changes with me, shout out to Nisha. But when she played my sister Mariah in Love Changes, her own sister forgot that that was her sister because she was so believable. Like, wait a minute, for a split second, I forgot she was my sister. And she married to, NFL player and all this other stuff. And that's what happens. You want to convince the audience that you are not yourself. So my two nuggets for today for actors is basically, you are to always know what your objective is. An objective is a goal, okay? What is it that you ultimately want in this play, movie, film, whatever you're doing, television show, whatever form of media? You always want to know your overall objective. What is your ultimate goal? Is it to be married? Is it to have power? Is it to be loved? Is it to feel validated? Make sure that they're short and they're straight to the point. That's one. The second thing is to never judge the character. Whatever character you play, you don't judge that character, because when you judge it, you don't perform it to your fullest potential. So those are my two nuggets that I want to share with you guys today. Make sure you go follow Dear.Nettie Mae Theater Productions on Facebook, like us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will be always having content throughout the next couple of weeks, especially just with this whole situation with the virus, and just taking advantage of really talking to you guys and having a conversation. Yes, No Ordinary Love is still happening. We do have an anticipated date. We're shooting for the end of June. Tickets, we're going to talk about ticket prices as we get closer. We wanted to do something a little different, but we're right now, like I said, we're shooting for the end of June. We don't know. Everything is so up in the air right now with this whole virus thing. It has put everyone's life to a halt. So, as I get closer, we'll figure that out and I'll let you guys know the information. But thank you so much, you guys, for following us. Thank you for taking the time to support our vision, our beliefs, and everything. And I pray that you guys have a fabulous day. Love you. Bye.